one of the most popular wrestlers anywhere in the whole wide world, the mighty Igor. How are you, Igor?
I think I'm all right. Feel good.
You got a gash on your head. Where'd that come from?
Well, I got that from a sheik. That's done some weeks ago, and it took a long time healing up, and since then I've been trying to fix it up with oil on it and everything else and rubbing it.
Anything the sheik does doesn't really heal, does it?
No, well, he's a very crude and a vicious man. I want to get back at him again, but it's going to be some time before I have a match with him the way it looks, because there's an awful lot of wrestlers who are in line before I am. You want to see that?
Okay, right, that's understood. Now, where is the mighty Igor from originally?
I'm from Vilna, Poland, and I've traveled all over the parts of the United States, mostly through Canada, following Ivan Kalmakov.
Now, the way you met Kalmakov was a funny situation. Could you explain that? The way you became a wrestler and met Ivan?
Well, I admired the way he wrestled, and I would go in the ring, and I've asked him so many times to teach me to wrestle in the beginning. This is roughly about 7 years ago, and he didn't take me too serious, and he thought it would wear off. But as the time went on, I went to different wrestling matches in Montreal and Toronto and Hamilton, and kept getting thrown out of buildings. And
get out of here, Igor. No, go ahead.
Tried to get a chance to wrestle, but promoters didn't take me serious. They thought I was just a big kid running around with a big mouth, I guess. But after police attempts to throw me out of the buildings and everything, and finally I followed him into the United States. And one day while he's in Montreal, not Montreal, but Minneapolis, I went in the ring when Ivan was in difficulty. So I proceeded to do the best I could in my crude way of wrestling, and threw the fellas around the best I could, and they threw the match out, and Ivan, that's when we really got to know each other, and the promoter saw me and said, why don't you take him in hand and try to do something with him?
Okay, well, ever since then, Ivan has been managing you, correct?
Yes, he's been managing me for the last 7 years now, and as it goes on, I'm going to hope things come along much better. My wrestling is still a long way to go, but you see,
you're improving every match, I would guess.
But what I lack in ability of wrestling, I've made up in strength, because I go to the gym an awful lot. I've been training ever since I was 6 years old. At that time, when I trained, I never lifted weights. I used to lift up rocks and things like this, different ways of. In fact, you heard of the old way of lifting up a cow as it progresses and gets heavier every day. You keep lifting it. Well, I did this until I built my body up pretty good size for my height. I'm not too tall, around 5'9.5", but as you can see, I've built my body pretty
quite
well.
a bit. I got an aunt. I'd love you to come over and lift if you want to exercise. Finally, is
I like the big women, you know, big heavy women.
Speaking about that, is Igor a married man?
No, I'm a single man. The only thing I'm about married to is the farm, the rocks, and the trees, and the barn, and all that sort of stuff, and the fresh air, and walking around, go swimming.
A good Polish air, huh?
Yeah, but I gotta love that good food. That's where those big Polish women come in, because when I go down to their farms to visit them, I eat kielbasa and pierogies, gołąbki, and I really like that. As you can see, I'm quite heavy right now. I'd have to lose a few pounds. Maybe...
what do you weigh in now?
I weigh 280 right now, and it's a little heavy for my height, but...
Your height is?
5'9.5".
5'9.5", okay.
And as time goes on, I think I'll lose weight, because I'm really working out now. I'm starting to run, and my pants were getting a little tight, you see. And I said, I got to stop this, because I won't be able to wrestle too well. When you start bending down to tie your shoes and you start breathing heavy, well, then that means it's an indication that you're a little bit too heavy. So I know that if I lose 10 pounds or 15, I'm going to feel a lot better.
Okay.
Mostly because of the way I look at my clothes. And
you wear some wild clothes. We've seen you in the ring like that.
Of course, I like that. You know, they have nice colors here in the United States, and all these wild colors really make me, in other words, what they say, United States turn you on.
Takes the place of a T-shirt, right?
Yeah, I really like it.
Igor, we're just about out of time. I do want to thank you, and we'll be looking forward to seeing you in the ring today with Crusher Verdue.
Well, thank you very much.